All right, everybody, hello and welcome. Suit on up, dive on in, the water's fine. You are watching Hypocritic GG, streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, I'm Cheatspeak, and tonight we are playing something I've been obsessed with behind the scenes for the past, couple of weeks now. It's Dave the Diver. We gotta play a little Dave the Diver for you right on camera, right here, right now. Here it comes. There it is. It's Dave, everybody. We're swimming with teal in the background. It's so nice to see you. How we doing? My pal's back. My pal Vinny's back. We're all back. We're back. It's Tuesday night. That means we're back. And that's the rule. It was foretold in the scrolls. And so it goes. Hope you're all staying safe and doing well out there. It's stream time. It's time to have ourselves a bit of Dave diving time to do. And I'm happy about it. So if you're not familiar, Dave the Diver is a fantastic little game that centers around diving and catching fish and finding things in this ever-changing ocean floor that you can explore, and then using those fish that you catch to make sushi for your fledgling sushi restaurant on the brink of what appears to be a magical, mystical sea that may or may not hold ridiculous secrets. So we are gonna play right away. That rhymes. I do have one favor to ask, whoever's watching, Vinny or others. It says we're up on Twitch, but I've been having a dog of a time trying to get the stream to play ball. It keeps showing me that it's currently offline, but it also shows that it's live with 0 viewers, so I don't know what the deal is. If someone could sanity check that on me, that would be great. But I gotta dive, so if you'll excuse me, it's dive time up in here. So if you're not familiar with the mechanics, you're going to get used to it real quick. Into the water we go. And you'll see you take this harpoon out and you catch stuff. I'm going to watch my audio for a second to see how loud that is. It's pretty loud. All right, we can fix that. Hopefully that's better. You need fish big and small here to have an appealing menu for everyone when they go to your sushi restaurant, which is kind of my favorite part of the game, to be honest with you. So we will enjoy this. And we will have ourselves a time. Are we maybe not opening this? Controller's misbehaving a bit. Oh boy. What have I done? I'll work around it. You all, hello. Yes, can't see the stream on Twitch. Always wanted to play the game though. It is so much fun. I don't know why Twitch is misbehaving, so maybe we'll just have to call an L on that tonight. I'm not prepared to. There's some is there some weird controller drift going? Hold on a second. Switch Pro Controller. No, it's like some, maybe it's drifting a little weird. That's okay. But no, it is a fantastic game. It really came across my radar in the past couple of weeks. We started getting into it primarily at my girlfriend's behest. Actually, we're looking for some cozy games and some ways to spend some time just kind of hanging out on the couch together. And Dave the Diver was brought up as one that would be a particularly good idea. It turns out it was. But you see how I let go of the control stick, and it just keeps going for a while. Strim Black on Twitch. Yep, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. That we may just have to call it an L, like I said, on Twitch tonight. But thank you for the updates. Maybe we can play with it at break. I will see. Over to YouTube. Too many trigger fish, we don't want them. So you'll kind of get a feel for how it works as we go here if you've never played it before. The big thing to keep an eye on down here is your oxygen level at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Obviously, without oxygen, you're going to pass out, and then you lose basically everything in your inventory. Fish, items, objectives that's out there with you, and you can basically only take one thing back. Yeah, oh, this is annoying. Just not reading this controller well at all. That's too bad. We like olive. You ever just fish olive oil out of a clam at the bottom of the sea? Because that's a normal Tuesday for me. Some fish are a little more invasive and attack you, which costs you oxygen. Beating them up, though, you can see you're ranked on the quality of the fish you get. So 1 star being the worst, 2 being, you know, average grade, and then 3 being the best. And you can sell those for higher prices in the restaurant. All sorts of different things over here on YouTube. I hope it's good on... It should be good on YouTube. It's a little annoying. Of course, a bunch of upgrades as well. How deep you can go. How much stuff you can carry. I like that. Lightning harpoon tip. Alright, now these real big sword guys, they're worth a lot of money. And give really good sushi if you can catch them, but they will annihilate you if you let them catch you. I don't think I can put them to sleep, but I'm trying anyway, and I don't have a good gun for this. I don't think the tranks are going to be enough. You can tranquilize fish instead of harpooning them to have them be higher grade when you're done. Which means you can sell them for more. We are tempting fate here. And you can see I almost screwed myself there. Ooh. This is where you really want a gun to go after him. And I need some oxygen quick. So we got to get out of here and see what we can find on very short notice. And with fish tailing me, oh, we went right into it. Oh, we're gonna open the stream up by dying. That's exactly how this is gonna go. This is stupid. Good. Oh, I'm so proud of me. I blame the controller. You know what? It is frustrating. So we're just gonna die. And I should have done this on the deck, but here's the problem. That's embarrassing. So I have been playing it mostly on the Steam Deck. I'm just going to take out whatever the best... I didn't even get very much. That's just heavy, so we'll take it. The problem with the deck is, and I found this out until... I didn't find this out until after the fact. The Elgato capture card that I use is incompatible with Linux and by proxy SteamOS, so I can't put the Steam Deck on my monitor and stream with it at the same time. So if I'm going to stream stuff off of the deck, I have to... I know, rip the olive oil. I messed up. I should have taken the olive oil. That's the rarer resource there. That's on me. I could try a different controller also. It's a little frustrating, but we'll get through it. Yeah, so that's actually... I was pretty upset about it, to be honest, because part of what was so exciting about getting the Steam Deck, which will maybe make its way onto stream at some point if I ever figure it out, was being able to have access to all these games that I could play and then stream that don't run on Mac or on console. So in practice, you know, a whole bunch of PC games. And it seems like that's not going to be the case, at least not in a way that is readily accessible. I'm going to have to basically play it through, you know, looking at it in OBS instead of on a separate monitor, which sucks. So that's kind of putting a damper on the Steam Deck loving. I'm not going to lie to you. But we'll mess with it over time and see what we can do to make things better. I love the hammer. Just whacking fish to death with a little squeaky toy is my favorite national pastime, as it turns out. So baseball's got nothing on this. You can see there's a lot of invasive fish here that we're just gonna squeak. And not very effectively, mind you. This is pretty useless as a weapon. But it works, ultimately. Kind of fun. It puts them to sleep, if you're seeing that. And like we said before, putting them to sleep is a good way to get more value out of that particular fish when it's time to do the thing. So there you go. Maybe we can get some use out of this yet. Those invasives can become very lucrative. I'd really like a gun. I have a gun here, so now I can take down these sharks and things a little more easily. Observe. Boom. Within range. But I suck, so it's all relative here. Put him to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Now, we don't want to mess around with oxygen issues either, so let's see if we can't find something quickly. Oh, you guys made me ink! So rude. So we have a little oxygen here. We'll use this. Oh, if the controller would let me. Oh, this is a real problem. I might have to go change the controller out. That is unfortunate. Where did our shark friend go? Okay. We are chugging away at this here. I didn't do that. Oh, this really sucks. Okay. And there we go. Shark Boy is dead. And we will literally saw his head off now. Again, if the damn controller would cooperate here. Oh, man. So we rip his whole head off for a specialty dish back at the sushi joint, and we will serve it for great profit as well as the basic meat as well. So that is nice. We have a better harpoon here as well because some fish are tougher and take more damage to successfully capture. If you don't have enough room as well, it will just bounce off of them and not capture them. So you have to kind of time it up and size it up properly here. Okay. I will have to take this to break after this dive because I can't play like this. I cannot make it stop. I'm gonna have to try the Xbox controller or something because this is just not okay. Aha, a sniper rifle. I haven't used this yet, so this might be fun. Now, these currents are tricky, as we've seen. We got a lot of oxygen at this point, so hopefully we're okay. We do love putting them to sleep. Oh, please stop. Okay, hang in there. I'm hanging in. Don't worry. Oh, tennis racket with 10 damage and strong knockback. Let's try this. Ooh, I can finally knock those pufferfish out of the way, so we love that. Okay. So far, so good. We're getting a little questionable on oxygen. You don't want to get too low. I don't like to hover too close to the bottom, just in case, you know, I get a little too aggressive or unexpected shark happens like this. And I'm not kind of prepared to fight it. Let's do a quick catch here. And we've got oxygen. Good. But we can't stop. The eternal problem. Any day now, buddy. Literally any day now. Oh, man. It's a fun little handicap. One thing that I really want to do is get a better range going on the harpoon. If that's even possible. Ugh. But I do have a gun. I missed. Oh, am I going to die? No, I'm not. Okay. You get impaled if you do this wrong. That was a lot of damage, so the sniper's going to do just fine for us here. And that was enough. Okay, good stuff. Let's saw him up. More heads for us. And that is also very profitable. Please stop. I'm going to show you how bad this is. So I'm just going to go. Not touching it. Not touching it. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we cannot fight that thing, I don't think. So we're gonna get the hell out of here. Big fish. Big fish getaway. We need to go deeper. We can't go any deeper. Again, fishing salt out from the briny depths. This is all good. We're getting pretty close to max capacity here, but you can swim around just, you know, slower. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I was like, what are you talking about? I can't fire. Get back here. As you can see, some fish are a fair bit more durable than others. Some of them do make the QuickTime events harder as well. There's a bunch of different catch mechanics for each fish type. So let's go into the inventory. Get rid of some of the heavier stuff that we don't really need. We have some high quality goods in here, but a lot of heavy stuff that we don't need either. So I don't need the triggerfish. The lionfish are low quality because we beat them up. The high quality stuff we can keep. And that'll work well for us. Okay. Gave us a little breathing room. Mr. Wall, tear down that Gorbachev. You heard the Presidente. It's just going. I want to test how long it actually goes for. Okay. So we're gonna hit down. Wow. This is not the turbo button I was asking for. Wouldn't you know it? All right, we gotta get some oxygen here. Oxygen. Just blow right past it. That's fine. Any time you can. It's a fun extra little layer of challenge to work around a mechanic like this. I'm just gonna wait until he stops. It's not the controller. This works totally fine. This is how I play it on the Steam Deck with the Switch Pro controller, and it's totally fine. I guess the Mac version, for whatever reason, really doesn't like it, because I also connect this to the Mac and play games regularly. This is the only time I've had this specific problem. So now I know. Can't play Dave the Diver on Mac with the Switch Pro controller. It just works. It just works. Nice. All right, so we are going to keep going here. And I think we're in our afternoon dive at this point, so we'll be going to the sushi restaurant right after this, and I can't go that deep yet, even though I think my suit supports it. There are some story-related items I have to get as well, but not right now. That's probably not what I need to get, all things considered. That's helpful. Did you see Ubisoft was at WWDC? They even name-dropped Frostpunk. I did see that. I was watching it yesterday, right? Because the keynote was yesterday, just, you know, keeping up with everything. And that was a fun, announcement. They're really putting a lot of effort behind making Mac and by extension, all of their software platforms really viable for quote-unquote mainstream gaming, you know? And that's really exciting. As a longtime Mac enthusiast and sole user, where there have been a lot of times in my life where I haven't had a PC and I've only had a Mac, that is a great thing. The more that we can do to bring Apple's platforms in line with the rest of the industry, I mean, the rest of us only stand to benefit. The answer can't always be to go get a Steam Deck or build your own PC. We want to play the games where we are. And I think you see that more and more, too, in today's sort of environment where so much more cross-compatibility is a thing. It almost doesn't matter where you play games anymore. Cross-play and cross-compatibility is so extensive, you sort of just start to expect that the games you play are going to be supported on the platforms of your choice. So, you know, you would expect, let's say, Fortnite to run literally everywhere, and that's maybe a bad example, but you would expect something like Dave the Diver to run anywhere that you want to play it. You would expect your fun multiplayer game like Helldivers or like Halo even to just be playable on the platform of your choice, whatever that is. Windows, Xbox, Mac, PS5, SteamOS or Linux. That, I think, is the new expectation. And you're starting to see that more and more where, you know, cross-compiling and building for all of these platforms is easier than ever, and now in a lot of ways it's expected. What the hell is this place? Drake's Cove is with us on YouTube. That's how you know Twitch is good and properly down for the count. When even the Twitch regulars are joining us on the deep dark depths of the YouTube. It boosts engagement. It's fine. All right, so we are pretty well encumbered at this point. What else can we get rid of? Do we have a lot of heavy things with those bigger fish? I know, it's crazy. Wow. Well, we're diving here, Drake's Cove. We are out with our boy Dave, and we are diving. Make no mistake. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. Under the sea. Under the sea. Down where it's wetter. Here, take a sweater down by the sea. It's very old school. YouTube is? We probably did. So, I mean... Well, no, maybe. So, at the time, that site that I used to stream for, we launched initially on Twitch, and I don't know that I ever simulcasted to YouTube. Mixer was the alternate platform of choice at the time. Y'all remember Mixer? And this is fucking... I'm gonna switch this controller out. I have to. And that was our poison we picked, where if we were going to fragment the audience, we were at least going to do it on a new platform that was looking for content. I don't think we ever simulcasted to YouTube. Or if we did, it was kind of late in the game. But I don't remember. Mixer was very cool. I liked Mixer a lot. I think we've sort of settled in more comfortably, at least personally, with... there's no emotes. I guess there's not. I'm just catching random stuff, kind of filling it up a little bit now that I'm close to the surface. You never have enough. But it's good stuff. I don't know what Twitch's deal is tonight, because it's showing that it's going to Twitch and that it's live, but it's not ingesting the video, so I don't know. We'll sort it out. Probably after tonight. I don't want to. I'm so used to the Twitch emote. But no, we found a pretty steady cadence, I think, where we still do our normal streams on Twitch for the audience that's already there. And it grows slowly over time, but just in the past couple of months that we've really been building more of a consistency on YouTube, that our following here on YouTube has almost surpassed what we've gotten on Twitch very sparingly over the past, 4 years or so. And that's largely down to, I think, the non-streamed content. The reviews, the shorts, the stream highlights, all that good stuff. It's a broader content base that's catered a little more toward what YouTube wants and expects. And that's on purpose. There's been more of that, the past few weeks. Hope you're enjoying that, by the way, because there will be a lot more coming. I've been trying to crank it out. We had Twitch. Did you know that Twitch isn't working? I had no idea. This is a mystery to me. What's up, Fort? We are well aware that that Twitch is down for the count tonight, and I have no idea why. It's all showing fine on our end, and then we go into the stream, and it's just nice and buggy. Where Godzilla? He coming. Don't spoil it for the denizens. But nice to see you. Come on in. Twitch is gone. We ate it. We ate the whole thing. All right. We're pretty full in here. Let's try... I'm going to brave through the controller issues here and try to do a sushi. I'll remind you in 20 minutes. Good. My object permanence extends to things that people tell me, or my lack thereof, so I need to be reminded constantly. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. How you doing, Fort? How y'all doing out there? Catch me up. We're all here. Yes, we are finally fully moved in. You can see it in the background. Lovely new place. It's been a month and change now that we've really been fully settled, and it's been delightful. So, hope y'all are doing well out there as well. Catch me up. Tell me what's going on. But we are good to go. We've been in the new place for some time. Moving is hard, but all things considered, getting out of Manhattan and out to our current sort of location, not far from the city still, commuting distance away. It's been great. All things considered, the easiest move, or the least stressful move that we've ever done, mostly because we knew that a very delightful, amazing new place was right around the corner here. So that is great motivation. So we're letting the air kind of panic a little bit here, but we're right next to the surface, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to get super over encumbered here in a second. I don't want to get too far away. I don't have any recourse. But thankfully there's no real threats down here, so we're going to take it right down to the wire. Stressful. It's a little, this is supposed to be a chill game, and this is very stressful. Oh, see, we're super over encumbered here too. But that's okay. Return to boat. Nice diving, everybody. Thoughts on the surprisingly good Xbox show? It was surprisingly good. Those are those are my thoughts on it. It was great. They had a bunch of great announcements, and for as much shit as Xbox has been getting across the industry with people, you know, the Xbox has no games, there's no good exclusives coming, what's the roadmap look like, where's all the stuff? You got a hell of a lot of stuff from that show. What was it? There was the new Gears of War prequel, Gears of War E-Day, the Doom prequel as well. I can't remember its name, but that also looks very exciting. Now we get to go make sushi. And we have some new applicants, so this is good. I think I explicitly wanted servers, so we're going to catch up on all that in a second here. But no, it was great. It solved their most pressing issue, I think, which was that they desperately need a solid roadmap of quality games for the platform, even if they're not all strictly exclusives. But something like Gears is exactly what the doctor ordered for Xbox as a platform. You hear all these rumors about, you know, Halo and the supposed remake, not just remaster, of the original Halo, potentially going to PS5. A Perfect Dark was another one that's at least there, in great use of the old IP, right? But you hear about like Halo going to other platforms and how much emphasis they put on Game Pass and playing anywhere, where it starts to feel like they de-emphasize the Xbox as a platform itself, where it almost doesn't matter. And they're trying to broaden it out to, again, that sort of play the thing you want anywhere you want to play it mentality. And that kind of comes at the expense of the platform itself. So just because you can play it anywhere doesn't mean you should neglect that platform that tens of millions of people have invested in. Now, I'm a little biased because the Xbox is the primary way that I play things. Especially, you know, those more mature experiences that maybe you don't get on the Switch as much. But that's my main conduit to it. And it has been frustrating to see it kind of languish as Xbox has pursued this Game Pass-centric mentality of play your stuff everywhere, stream it from the cloud, you know, everything's on your PC now, you don't need the dedicated Xbox anymore. It's tough because you want the platform to succeed when you're invested. And it's great to see that the brand is putting forward more of those exclusive experiences that you can't strictly get anywhere else, and propping their platform up a little bit. It's not a full solution to the problem, but it's a good start. And if you know anything about corporate America, these sort of, you can't just snap your fingers and correct an entire roadmap of games or lack thereof. It takes time. And it's a good first step. So I'm excited to see where else it goes now that they seem to be well aware of the issue and have certainly acquired enough studios to solve the problem. It just needed a new Killer Instinct in a Banjo game and it would have been perfect. What a throwback it would have been. Banjo does seem to be dead, doesn't it? Which, you know, more than enough room in the mascot platformer genre for it to come back. It doesn't have to be this way. They're remastering Yooka-Laylee, for God's sake. There's certainly room for Banjo. All right. So, for the sushi portion of this, if you're not aware, we have to maintain a couple of things here. We have to build a menu filled with sushi from fish that we acquired down under. So you can see I have these sorted by the most expensive items I can sell. That includes whole roasted shark head, specific types of sushi from expensive fish. And it goes down and down. More complicated recipes and menus. There's a lot of this, which is good. So we're going to build up a little bit of a menu here with some of the more expensive things, because I like profits. I can enhance this, and I will, with a phenomenal cutscene. All these cutscenes are great when the chef and other people are doing things and working. Enjoy. I love this game. It is incredible. The gameplay loop on this is so addictive and so fun. You better be right back for it. Damn it. It is a huge vibe. It truly is. All right, so where am I here? We want to get some stuff together. So the menu can fill up really quickly, or the restaurant can fill up really quickly. So the menu has to be pretty robust. I'm going to put in the shark head, and that gets us 5 servings worth, which is good. We're going to put in the kajime, and that gets us 4. We're going to put in all of the shark meat, so that gets us 5. We're going to put in all of the white trevally, so that gets us 6. There's a lot of possibility in the menu here. We're going to put in 5 of these, just so we have some for later. And then maybe a less expensive option, just in case everything else runs out. Let's enhance the Barracuda a little bit. Put 2 on there. And then... can't update the tang much more here. The parrotfish we can really beef up here. You can enhance them, of course, to be a little more expensive and a little tastier. So we can put some parrotfish on as well at 19, maybe. What are we feeling here? Those little icons, the arrows, indicate you can upgrade the quality of the recipe. The butterfish can get a little better, but we're probably not going to. That's too low. We're trying to aim. We're going to shoot for the stars here. Look at these porgies. We're just going to burn a lot of these. But it doesn't get you very far. So that's what that is. Let's try some of this parrotfish. Let's give it 3 parrotfish just for variety, and that's a big menu tonight. All right, we can also manage our staff where there's additional people in the kitchen and in the dining area. And they all have different stats based on, how good they are at cooking, how good they are at serving, what their general appeal is to the restaurant. So we did just hire a bunch of folks, and I want to see who we have on offer here. So we have a great server in Billy here, and I think that's who I'm looking for. He's expensive, but it looks like he's going to be very worth it. Low appeal, but great serving. You got to wonder what that balance is going to be. Let's give it a try. Always gets tips. Clean up the messy seat quickly. That's at his max. Let's give him a try. We certainly have the money for it. So that means we can move pie into the kitchen. So we have higher cooking up here and higher serving down here generally. And I think that's a good use of that. So I think we're ready to go. Now you'll see that we can move. We're going to move back and forth. And see, now it's all responsive. I'm letting go. You see? And it's working. So for whatever reason, the diving portion of this game does not like the Pro Controller. That is really curious. Let's go file a bug report. I'm excited about that. Okay, we're gonna open up and you're gonna see how the sushi serving bit of this works. If you have never seen it before, it gets pretty chaotic. So people will come in. We have to serve them green tea, which I really hope works properly because that's based on control stick movement. Here you go. Nice. You have to refill some of the spices at the end or they can't make sushi. So we'll let them serve. And we are busy. Oh, this place is hopping. So we got to refill the wasabi. Otherwise, we can't serve any sushi. I'm going to pitch in here a little bit. You get good comments on social media if you do well, and we love that. Keep the wasabi filled. We gotta make food. Everything's going well here. The menu is holding up reasonably well. We're almost out of time for the night, which you can't see because it's behind my stupid face. Gotta clean. And it looks like the menu held up, just about. Nice. Just the perfect amount of stuff on the menu. Had only 2 items left over, so those go away and get thrown away at the end of the night. We don't get to roll them over. And that was our most profitable night yet, folks. That was really good. All right, pretty much flawless there. 25 new likes, a bunch of top sales. The shark head is always a big hit. Maybe we need more than we had budgeted for on the menu there. Bump it up a little bit with a little enhancement. You get the thumbs up from Bancho, and that's all I care about. Very good. Going to be a lot of coinage, and it's raining. All right, so if you'll indulge me here for just a second, I'm going to try to switch controllers out. So you're going to get a chair stream for a hot sec. Enjoy the little ambiance. It's ambient tunes for you. I'm going to try to switch out to the Pro Controller. Or switch out the Pro Controller to something else. Give me like 10 seconds here. And then we'll gab a little bit. Okay. Not too bad, right? We are back, folks. It's like we never left. Let me try now to switch out my controllers. Gonna probably go quiet. Don't know how to... Okay. We're gonna go in here, disconnect the Pro Controller. And get our wireless controller set up for the Xbox. From the Xbox. And then we will continue. So how y'all doing out there? Catch me up a little bit. How's your lives going? How are things? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Waiting for the Mac to figure out there's a controller nearby, and it did. And it seems happy now, so change the controller type to Xbox controller, if that makes a difference. All right, looking good. Quick and painless, but now I know. And now everything's kind of remapped, so I have to get used to playing it. Okay, so we need to go down to the currents, I believe, to find some of these items that are down there on the seafloor. All right, moment of truth. Let's test a perfectly responsive left joystick. Don't you love it? Alrighty, folks. Now, before I did this, I probably should have gone and made some upgrades, because I have so much money. Alas, I did not. Now you're unstoppable. I am. Now we're going to play this to the fullest extent, and you will see my power. My true power. With a baseball bat. Where I will literally bludgeon fish to death. With a goddamn bat. That's a full, like, hey, bada bada swing. My God. That is just crazy. You can charge it up and do a legitimate hey bada swing. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know that I've caught a puffer fish yet. I haven't. Starry puffer. Okay. With a poison sac, no less. Oh my goodness. I'm just so cultured now. So what's the next game review? Ford asks, well, first of all, for context, I hope y'all are enjoying the game reviews. We've been starting to crank them out as part of, you know, a broader approach to YouTube content. So they're short and sweet, 5 minutes apiece or less. Everything you need to know about the game and nothing you don't. And we have 2 so far, Animal Well and Kamaeru, a Frog Refuge, both games that we actually played at PAX this year. So that was nice and convenient. Both had interviews to go with them, and it was a nice sort of bundle of content. I hope you'd agree. You bludgeoned him to death, and we don't want that. So there are more coming. So there's a few ideas in the works. I can tell you most immediately the next one that's probably going to get done, which I'd like to do in the next few days, will be a more... I hesitate to even call it retro because it makes me feel really old, but it technically is. It's a game from the PS2 era. So PS2, GameCube, and the original Xbox. So get ready for that. It might be a touch longer than the usual ones are, so maybe 5.5, 6 minutes. I haven't really edited it much yet. But it'll be more in the vein of Animal Well, where I'm on camera doing some silly bits and livening it up a little bit. So that's fun. And will not be a current release. Again, it's one that came out probably about 20 years ago. So that'll be a nice review. Quite literally. And beyond that, there are some other ideas, but that's what's coming most immediately, I think. More Fuecoco bullying. Actually, yes. So I'm glad you pointed that out. If you haven't seen, Lou is reviewing Bully Confirmed. Who's to say? Guess you'll have to find out. Maybe this weekend we can get it live. I really got to sit down and do some editing work on it, but it's filmed and recorded. I just have to stitch everything together, and I need to get more gameplay footage too. So that'll be a project. I'm going away for the weekend, so I'd like to get it at least scheduled before I leave. Oh, here's our friend. But see, now we're better equipped to handle him. Okay. Famous last words. We need some oxygen stat. I mixed up my buttons. I hit Y thinking I'm on the Switch controller, and I'm not. And there's oxygen right down here. Perfect timing. Phew. That was close. But yeah, one of the fun bits in the review, at least the Animal Well review, if you go watch it on YouTube right here when you're done, is... There we go. I had to look down. I am a bad gamer. Ow. We got him, folks. Sometimes it just takes a little time. The Animal Well review had Fuecoco and Snorlax in the background, messing around with each other, and there will be more of that in the upcoming review. And it's going to be, I think, a more permanent trend, where there's going to be some background activity in the reviews where I'm on camera. So it's just a little fun extra, build up a little lore across the channel, you know, something quirky. You know, that's part of the fun of exploring new content like this. You get to sort of... You ever just shoot fish? This thing is thick. You get to sort of explore and play with different elements and make the format your own, which I really like. The Kama Eru review was a little different in that I had to kind of pump that out in a hurry, and I didn't really have time to record on camera bits for it because I wanted the review out, you know, ahead of the game launching, and I didn't have a ton of time to do it. With proper time and resource, what's up there? Is that a key part that I need? I gotta go get my key parts, folks. And I think it's jellyfish day too, so we need to get some jellyfish. Did I get it? I did. It's gonna be banged up, but that's what they wanted for the... There's some kind of like jellyfish festival that the restaurant can play into for like extra money. That's fun. I gotta watch my oxygen here a little bit too. Those currents are not nice. Is everything over here? That would be nice if it was. More soy sauce. It is. Okay, so we can have a little plot happening here, too. Okay. Just chilling. We're just chilling. No. All right. Where the currents flow. All right. Air's going to be a problem here. Let's try to find some more oxygen quickly. Personally, I love when the background has something going on in it. Well, we certainly have that. And that's part of the fun. So like I said, where we have the opportunity, I want to do more background stuff like that. I think it's fun. I'm glad people, at least you're tuned into it a little bit. So that is neat. So more of that coming. Hope you're enjoying it. Again, Animal Well and Kama Eru, the two that we have up so far. And there have been some shorts, you know, to correspond with those reviews as well. One thing we've done is there's the longer form, if you can even call a 5-minute video long form, on the YouTube channel proper. And then we do an even more condensed version of 60 seconds or less as a YouTube short, as a very, like, condensed and focused here, like, here's everything you need to know in a minute kind of review. And those are doing all right also. So we're getting a lot of mileage out of this stuff. Some quality barracuda finally. That's fun. He's heavy though. He's very heavy. A lot of these good fish are very heavy. So there's stuff that's probably not super good. What were the ones that we beat up? The lionfish can go. Let's see. We got the coral trout. We're just cusping here. Like, see, that's our big boy, right? I'm very good with the hook. I'm very harpoon ready. It's Dave the Diver, not Dave the Harpoonist, okay? Get your facts straight. America. A mackerel. Get back here, Mackie. Take me to Mackie's. We can just swim around encumbered. We don't have a shark this time. I'm really curious what I can do with the jellyfish, assuming that event is still going on. If it's not, then these are kind of useless. Probably. We're going to have to see. But yeah, what else in terms of content here? We're also planning, and Fort and I were talking a little bit about it recently, a whole series about, you know, kind of assessing the state of live service games in the current day. And potentially bringing in, you know, guest speakers and commentators when it's a live service that I don't have experience with or that the rest of Hypocritic doesn't have experience with. You dick. Get away from me. I'm too over encumbered. I can't properly get away from him here. So, for example, I would love to talk about Halo Infinite as a live service, but I don't really know Destiny 2 anymore, so I can't really talk about that, but Fort Shadow can, so that's kind of what we're going after. Get away from me. He's going to dog me like crazy here because I don't have... Oh, and there's regular sharks, too. Good! See, normally I would love it, but not right now. Too hefty. Oh, and he angy. He angy! That oxygen is very important. Fried egg jellyfish. That is a thing. And apt. An apt name. So get ready for more of that, is what I'm getting at here, chat. There will be more of that coming. So like I said, what I want some eel too. Can I get the eel from here? Not really. I will try to get the next review out by this weekend. Friday might be reasonable. We'll see. And then we'll go from there. The live service review is on the docket, at least of Halo Infinite to start. I had a couple of other fun video ideas that aren't even strictly reviews, just more content kind of in general. That we'll kind of see what's queued up next. We'll need to find some additional review content as well. So not a ton of like upcoming releases that are on our radar. So if there are games that you think we should be reviewing or that we should be looking at, you know, do let us know. Because that always helps us. Otherwise, we're just going to keep picking out stuff. I got to look and see on the over the next few weeks what the calendar looks like for new releases anyway. It does help where, you know, we do have the press and media contacts from shows like PAX where we can get review copies of things that are interesting. And there are a couple that are coming up that, you know, we're going to be looking at regardless. For example, you may remember from PAX this year, Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, which was the hybrid NES and, you know, high-def 2D platformer based in the Rugrats world that is actually releasing on an NES cartridge, which I think is just insane. It's a fully fledged, actual functioning NES game. That comes out in August, and we will be reviewing it with or without a review copy. So that's one such example. But there's going to be more along the way, and I don't think we mentioned either, but we are officially applied for PAX West as well. So we haven't heard back yet, but media credentials or, you know, content creator credentials potentially inbound for PAX West. I think we're going regardless. So we're, you know, no matter how the content creator sign up shakes out, which I would be pretty confident that we're getting. We're going to be at PAX West, and that is Labor Day weekend, so that is the end of August into the beginning of September. It is not time for sushi yet. We can time skip. Let's see. I do need to update myself a little bit here. So let's... I was planning on peeping the recent Wholesome Direct with a bud later to peep new games. That's an idea, and that's why I love stuff like PAX, and the Directs are really fun, because you get to keep your pulse on what's new in the world of indie games, which is frankly where a lot of the more interesting and fun experiences are nowadays. You know, a lot of what we've been focusing on, especially recently, all of our reviews on the channel so far have been indie games. It's only 2, so it's a small sample size, but that's still kind of what we're getting at. We're playing more and more of them. I mean, I'm even in my spare time playing more and more of that. We got Dave the Diver here. There's more on our radar that we saw from PAX, and we're keeping a closer eye on some of these things. So it is really, really fun to explore that world. Getting research points here, where you can go in and find specific plants and items and get rewards if you do so. So yeah, you're only doing yourself really a disservice if you're not out there really looking at the indie space, because there's a ton of phenomenal experiences, especially where AAA games and the big budget industry is really falling short at the moment. So it only serves you to check those things out. And that's part of what's fun from a content creation perspective here also. We get to kind of curate and explore and bring those games to your attention, because sometimes they can be hard to find. Discovery's half the battle, right? So we get to do deeper dives into stuff like Animal Well, like Kama-Eru, and give them a little more time in the sun, where, especially in something like Kama-Eru's case, where, so to kind of break it down, if you haven't seen those games, first of all, I highly encourage you to go watch both of our reviews. But Animal Well is an incredibly fun and dense Metroidvania that is a very unique sort of like retro pixelated art style, but on a custom engine that has a lot of advanced lighting features and things like that, so it's really, really cool. But that's gotten a fair amount of attention because Video Game Donkey's publishing company, Big Mode, that was their first release, and of course Donkey has a huge online following, and the game itself was made by one guy, Billy Basso, over the course of 7 years, I believe. A very long development cycle. And that story alone and the quality of the product has sparked a ton of mainstream and general media attention. So there's been a lot of focus on Animal Well, especially over the past couple of months. But kind of funny, as a comparison, you know, we covered Animal Well at PAX East 2 years in a row, this year and last. You even compare, now it was a reasonably busy in 2023 because it was, you know, Donkey's first game and, you know, people were sort of sniffing it out. But as it got so close to release and the hype was really building, this year's PAX, their booth was flooded the entire time. Billy was so packed with interviews and so much kind of networking that he was doing. It was pretty crazy. So that's gotten a lot of attention. Compare that to something like Kama-Eru, which is a cozy game and a farm sim kind of based around collecting and breeding frogs. It was kind of nestled in the back of one of the sections of PAX East in the indie section. One of a couple of games at a very small publisher's booth. It's a 2-person team with a little help that put the whole thing together. And really easy for that to be overlooked. If you go look up the amount of coverage that those two games have had, Animal Well versus Kama-Eru, you're going to see the stark difference. So it was great to look at Kama-Eru too. Go a little deeper into the game. We have, I think, a 12 or 15 minute interview up with the developers on the YouTube here as well. And on top of our interview, on top of our shorts, some clips that we're doing. So being able to explore those games and put a spotlight on things, and we do the same thing with a lot of our interviews at PAX, right? A lot of those smaller games, next to no media attention or very little media attention, small teams, small developers, 1, 2, 5 people, you know, upstart publishers, self-funded endeavors. It's great to explore all of that, cut through everything that's going on at PAX, find a few really cool, interesting things that resonate with us, and then share them with all of you. That's one of the great joys of the channel. It's one of our favorite things to do and one of my favorite things to produce throughout the year. So we hope you enjoy it. There's a lot more. we're trying to ramp up the number of shows we go to throughout the year. So we're going to hit the PAX trifecta this year with PAX East, PAX West, and PAX Unplugged. PAX Australia is a separate endeavor. And maybe even some shows beyond that. You know, I'd love to break out of the PAX sphere and start bringing a legitimate kind of content creator media presence to other shows, maybe like MagFest or like Gen Con or GDC, to whatever extent we can do that, or things like that. If E3 was a thing, goddamn, you know we'd be there. Anyway, my soapbox has run out. So I can enhance, I can just enhance, that's pretty good. I'm gonna do 5 of these. Yeah, so many wild ideas out there waiting to be seen. And there are so many incredible games that just need to find an audience and need to cut through the noise and cut through the world at large to get their time in the sun. And that's one of the great things about having this channel. We get to do just that. This game is hilarious. It has so much personality. The presentation's fantastic. So we have our giant Trevally meat, properly enhanced. We'll put that on the menu now. Tonight's batch may not get us as much as we might like. Back with my weed soda pip. You go. Go full metal. And so a little bit of enhancement here. We can put 1 on the menu there, and that gives us a lot of goodies as well. What else can we do here? The coral trout are pretty good. This one we may just have to accept not having as much money coming in, but I think we'll be okay if that's the case. Oh, we're supposed to do jellyfish, aren't we? Is it still jellyfish time? It is. Let's do some jellyfish. Gotta find the jellyfish. Okay, so there's some jellies. And there's some jellies. So not a ton of value off of this, but we'll see what we can do. We'll add all of the jellies to the menu. Where's the other jelly? Show me the jelly. They are properly marked. Okay. So we have a few jelly. Is that going to be enough for tonight? That's what, 10, 13, 16, 19, 21. I'll add a little bit more just to be safe. A little bit of Big Eye Trevally here just to beef it up a little. Okay. We have new ingredients, maybe. Anything to research here? Artisan's Flame. Stellate Puffer. Oh, maybe we should have done this. We had pufferfish. Hey, Lou, Twitch is still fucked. I think I'm going to just take the L on that tonight. I don't know what the problem is. I go over to it. Yeah, it just says currently offline, but it says the stream is live with 1 person watching, which is probably me. I probably should just take it off of Twitch for the night, shouldn't I? But I don't know how. I do know how. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. Honestly, probably should have taken it down a while ago. I still have it open. It was you. Okay, there we go. But thanks for the heads up. It's a YouTube exclusive for the rest of the night. How about that? And that is telling you that Twitch is no more. It will flash, my lights flash in the background when the stream goes online or offline. So now you saw what I only see. How about that? Let's get this pufferfish going. I want to research this. Oh, he's got some ideas. He's got some designs on a new dish. Lovely. Can I make it? Full metal. Change the lights to full metal. I'm out of menu spots, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's do it to it. Time to serve the sush. Gotta pour. Get all the tea going. So what was that root beer you were saying? It's the summer of which root beer? Is it good? Should I try it? Can I get it even around here? I'm on tea duty here. Dish. I think, does he just say dish when something's done? I think he does. That's pretty funny. I think you get extra money if you clean up the plates, too. Mary Jones THC nano-infused root beer? And no, you cannot. Well, maybe we'll, I'll have to sort that out one of these days. The menu is over already. Oh, jeez. Hopefully that was enough. Wow. Busy night at the restaurant. It's from the makers of Jones Soda. That's cool. Wait, that's wild. Your VOD is up and the stream's entirely visible. Was it working? So it was totally fine. It just wasn't actually displaying for anybody. That's pretty crazy. And honestly, that's kind of a new problem. I've never had that happen, I don't think. We can try to take it back up and see if it fixes anything, but... Oh, we've got some story coming here. Good morning. Sorry I couldn't come by yesterday because of the symposium. Did you speak with Cobra? Oh, come to think of it, I got material since Cobra said he was repairing a drone yesterday. Oh, a bit late, aren't I? I repaired the drone just fine thanks to you. I got some supplies as well. Here's the bombs you asked for. What? I don't want to be on that list. Please. What will these do? Let's head back to that rock pile. Oh, wait. Starting today, the Cobra shop is officially open. Deliveries have stopped, but with the drone in working order, I can transport 3 types of items in a day. Okay. You let your business tactics slip just now. Nice. Alright, so we can progress the story here as well. You can buy auxiliary items and sell your items at the Cobra shop. It's only accessible in the morning and afternoon. Purchased items can only be used for 1 day. And an underwater camera. Ooh. That is so bizarre. I'm a little hung up on it because I've never had Twitch do that before. So, it's nice to know that we weren't fucking anything up. Good old Twitch. It's party day today. Prepare the right ingredients and make a fortune. Oh, so I needed it today. I put the jellies on the menu too early. Okay, well we'll get more. We're gonna dive right now. Just don't let me forget to catch some. I think I may have undercut. So I can sell my ore now? I hope so. And so we can go in with an oxygen capsule. I like that idea. Okay. Any updates I should do before I get in there? We just upgraded a bunch of stuff, so I think we're okay there. Let's head in. Hope everyone likes fried egg. You and me both, because that's all they're getting. Okay. Let's have at it. Well, we have some business to attend to down here if we so choose. Look at all that extra oxygen. Makes me happy to be alive. And we already have a tank in reserve. There we go. I do love the scooter. Oh, it's fast. We are scooting. There's something here. Don't need that. My gun's better currently. That's the pufferfish. I'll probably need an upgraded hook. Nice. I love scooting so fast. So what else was I talking about here, chat? I think... There's going to be a lot more to enjoy on the channel was my broader point with some of what we were talking about. More of those kinds of reviews, more even non-review video content, just, you know, with my mug on camera talking about stuff. A flaming harpoon tip underwater. Figure it out. It's going to be good. And I like this, you know, this broader push into pre-recorded and, you know, slightly more premeditated content. You know, it's been clear for a while that we cannot survive on streams and highlights alone. So if we're going to expand our reach, especially places like YouTube, Twitch is going to be what it's going to be. If we're going to expand that reach and grow, it can't be strictly on YouTube, and it can't be strictly on Twitch, and it can't be strictly through streams. Hence the broader push. And so far, I think it's going well in that I'm really enjoying doing it. There's a lot of satisfaction in finding that sort of creative spark that I haven't felt in a while. Okay, not a fan of this. Even slightly. Bumping the back of its fin hurt. Figure that out. This is bad. This is very bad. Oh, this is very bad. Okay. We are yeeting the hell out of here. That is not a game I want to play. Ooh, okay. But no, it is fun, and it's, you know, creatively satisfying in ways that I haven't felt in a while. There's a lot of value in that, I think. Developing a sense for reviews. I mean, I've done reviews like that for a very long time. You know, I used to write for myself and do like kind of movie and game reviews. I, you know, produced for that other, you know, Sonic Focus site for over almost a decade, I think. So none of it's new. And these are all kind of workflows and you know, that I've understood and a voice that I've had for a while. Oh, there's two of them? I want to deal with two of them. Woo! Well, that was fast. I don't think I have enough ammo to deal with the other one. So maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. We're filling up on that. I don't want to do. Maybe you can just burn them. See how it bounces off the wall there? Because I didn't give it enough room. These guys are dense. They take a while. But you do get there eventually. I don't know. What I'm getting at is the reviews and things are a lot of fun. And being able to dedicate the time to produce more of that, you know, polished long-form content is good. I see what I gotta do here. We're already full. All right, we gotta drop the load. This can go. Rest of this heavy stuff. Pretty good. Try placing one of the bombs Cobra gave you on that rock pile. I'm gonna do it. Back away from the bomb for a bit. We're blowing it up. Satisfying. They're so concerned about my well-being. Go to a new region. I guess so. What magical mysteries await me here? That is one such magical mystery. That is true. Some kind of sea people record chamber. Ooh. Well, I get to investigate now. We're doing some story here. Doesn't look natural to me. No, no, no. Mural of a warrior or a king. Scales on the lower body. Are they mermen? My goodness. My goodness, my Guinness. The sea people could draw, not only write. Take a photo with the camera that I gave you. So demanding. How do I do that? How do I do that? Camera. I don't actually know how to take a picture of anything. Let me see. Chat, what am I missing here? I don't want to return to boat. Allow screen recording in Dave the Diver. No. I'm working on it. All right, let me figure this out. Why did I discard that? I'm so used to playing it on the Switch controller. I am really screwing myself. Oh, there's just a problem. Okay. This makes more sense. Camera icon indicates that you can take pictures. Use A to adjust the focus and remove your hand to take a picture. Nice. Well, that's a nice angry one. See something on the floor there. Gotta get the sea people artifact. What a nosy dude. So pushy. Oh shit. Oh god, what'd I do? I've awakened the ancient civilizations. It's the sound from before. He really, right? He is so demanding. Just constant demand. Take a picture, risk your life, come back up to the boat, get the bends and die. I don't care. That's literally him. You know what's interesting? It doesn't seem to be burning any oxygen down in this part. Story supersedes physics. How about that? I mean, I always knew that. I don't know if you knew that, but I certainly knew that. And now we're right back to burning oxygen, baby. Get your ass back here. Alright, we need jellyfish. Never forget the jellies. We gotta go find some fried egg boys, don't we? Fill up on oxygen. Ride the currents all day. Never have enough kelp. That's what my mom always said. A skull for weapons. I'm a pacifist, though. I do need ammo, so this is good. Nice enhanced harpoon tip. That'll do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Are the jellies even down this far? I know they were up higher. Before. Big shark, not big shark. Ugh. Oh, he's real angry. Oh, we don't wanna. I don't wanna. This guy I do wanna. This barracuda just on my butt. Get him out of here. Alright, we're gonna bring him along. He's gonna be a lot of weight, so we're gonna have to clear out some stuff here. We got a lot of long nose meat, and that's good. Do we need all that meat? Probably only need 3 of those meat. We need some jellies. And we should start minding the oxygen, right? Right. Classic tennis racket. Ammo's good. Continue our crusades down here. The primary target here is going to be the jellyfish. I think we went here already. Oxygen would also be helpful here. Not shark time, please. Poison harpoon. No thanks. No one attacking me, please. Oxygen. Oxy. If I were an oxy, where would I boxy? Well, there's our standoff. Real Custer's last stand energy there. Alright, this is not looking great. I mean, if we have to abort and go back above water, we can. We have one more dive before we have to go restaurant touring. That was really stupid. Oh, why did I do that? you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and get that big stupid little expression on your face where you're just like, I'm gonna waste 15 whole minutes of my day right here, right now? That was me. I didn't even see it. I was not even paying attention, and I fucked the whole thing up. That's really cool. I've died more tonight on stream than I have my entire time playing this, and I'm probably like 8 or 10 hours in. So that is classic. That is classic stream luck for me, because we only put the worst gameplay possible up in front of you. That is fucking bullshit. Okay. I didn't see it either, to be honest. Almost jump scare. And I should have known, just because it was, the pufferfish like to hang out at that depth. I don't care. Great. You got it. Your servant has to go drown again. Oh, there's more. Oh, that's exactly what I need after literally drowning, is dealing with protesters. Sea Blue? You're gonna report me? Oh, no. I carry out justice myself for those that commit. So he's Dog the Bounty Hunter. Looks a little like him, too. So they're Team Aqua? They're literally Team Aqua? With the most generic name in the world, John Watson? They all politely stop at the same time. That's nice of them. They commit acts of violence under the pretext of environmental protection. Oh, boy. Oh, goody. Well, that could have gone better. Let's see. What I'd like to do... Have the money. Let's upgrade the cargo box even more. 94 kilograms is really substantial. And that'll be really good for us. Let's go again. Now, we have to... we have to be careful here. I probably should have brought in some oxygen protection. Just to have it. But we need jellyfish. This is irrefutable at this point. For the pate. And we need to reclaim all that was lost with our royal fuck up. Just a lot of blue tang for no reason. But some great weight improvements here. And that's going to help us a lot. I do love a scooter. Try to get some improvements up front. That is part of the joy and the stress and the reward of, you know, taking those diving risks. I already don't want it. And that's part of what makes the gameplay loop so fun, because you're not guaranteed victory every time you go down and get stuff. You have to be careful and really watch your resources. So if you do bump into a pufferfish on accident, or you spend, you know, a little too much time fighting with a shark, you could potentially really pay for it. And that's part of what makes the gameplay enticing. So you may complain and bitch and moan about missing something because you weren't paying attention, but that's what makes it fun. So it makes it challenging. Now, as I'm thinking about it, you know, we were saying before that I would normally play this on the Steam Deck, but I'm on Mac OS at the moment. I'm just on the computer that I stream on. And I'm annoyed with the Steam Deck because I didn't know this beforehand, and I probably should have. And I guess it's not really the Steam Deck I'm annoyed at. I'm annoyed at Elgato. The capture card that I use doesn't support Linux, so it can't properly capture SteamOS or the Steam Deck. I didn't want to have to install Windows on it, but God, now I don't know. I don't think it'll actually come to that, but it's still annoying that pretty much one of the big reasons that I bought the Steam Deck, it's inherently limited in that regard. I gotta look and see if that's on Elgato's roadmap at all for the capture cards. It's really unfortunate that it doesn't support it. I can install Windows on the deck, and we had even talked about, you know, what it would take for me to do that. And I know the recommendation was, well, the Proton layer, or like the Windows conversion layer, is so good, you don't need to install Windows. And I'm finding that to be partially true, where there are quite a few games in my library, my Steam library, especially older games that I've come across that don't work on SteamOS, even with the compatibility layer. So that sucks. Capture card incompatibility is a really big minus, which again is not really the Steam Deck's fault, but it is what it is. And I don't know. If need be, I certainly will throw Windows on it, and that will solve all my problems. But I guess the overall sort of goal was to do this without needing to put Windows on it. So if we can get away with it, we will. But we'll see. Because there is a lot of stuff that I can't play on Mac or on consoles. Helldivers is a really good example, where for as poorly as that runs on the Steam Deck, given the, you know, hardware that it's running on, it's still there and it's still an option. So if we're ever gonna stream Helldivers or have, you know, a Helldivers night, that's the only way I'm gonna do it. Don't have a PS5, so you gotta play the cards you're dealt. I am so good at this. Where are my jelly friends? But here's the rule. No matter what, we cannot leave here. We cannot leave this ocean until we find jellyfish. And there they are. Asked and answered. Very good. We're going to get a lot of these guys. It's not what I wanted. The fish got in the way. They're all going to be crappy quality, but so be it. Like the stream. What do you like the stream, Vinny? What do you like in here? Is blue. You made it blue. Look at you go. Yeah, for those of you looking for a little more to do while you're hanging out with us here, exclamation point and then a color will change the color of the lights behind me. Over 50 different colors are supported. So see if your favorites are on the list. It's possible they are. I don't have to talk about Twitch channel point rewards since we're offline there for the night. The other big thing's the Discord. If you like keeping up with us, if you want to know what we're up to, you know, scheduling hiccups or teasers for new content, like-minded folks going to Green Hill Zone behind me, like-minded folks memeing on games and talking trash about the world, exclamation point Discord is your ticket. Highly recommend. Love Green Hill Zone. Haven't seen that one. It's fun. It is fun. There are a few more. I don't remember all the ones I made, because I did it for some Sonic stream we did a while back. But there's a few of those actions lurking around, so... I gotta go into Lumia and see what all those actions are. Oh, God. Do not want to deal with Big Boy. He's just an oxygen hog. Because I spend so much getting away from him that it's almost not worth even engaging at all. You just want to avoid that area in its entirety. Yeah, no? That capture sequence in particular is kind of rough on your controller, and I don't love it. But so I need some kind of light to get down there, but I don't know how to get it. Probably a lot of goodies that I don't have access to. And I'd like to have access to those goodies. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want access to those goodies? I mean, it's a reasonable state of being, I think. The longing for goodie access. Ooh, that took him down in one go. Fishing out the invasive species. Give me that ammo. Just spearing everything in sight. We are just fearsome. That'll fill up the carcass chamber quickly. All right, we're doing good. I want some of those portable oxygen tanks just in case. Having one in reserve would help a lot and do wonders for my brittle bone. Oh, it's go time. Fight me, bitch. Done, donezo. Get him out of here. Don't want to shoot the little fish. We shoot the big fish. We save the bullets for the big boys. Can you ever just run around inking everything? Disgusting. Big eye scat. Can we find any more jellyfish? I think we got plenty as is. We're really filling up on Barracuda. I don't think we need this many. We can dump at least one. But isn't it great that we have so much more room in the it's your storage chest, but I kind of like calling it the carcass chamber now. Because it's just all these dead fish hanging out in some, like, massive chest that you don't see, but he's got to be, like, dragging along somewhere, right? How does this work? Make it make sense. Dave is deceptively strong and powerful, I think, is the takeaway here. Don't muck with Dave, or you're gonna get harpooned. Thump. Those eels are just well protected. Going back down against my better judgment. I don't have any missions in progress at the moment, but we are ready for the party as long as I don't get murdered down here again. Oh, we need the Kajime. That's good. I'd like to find some ingredients as well, if we can get away with a little bit of soy sauce or salt or something along those lines. That would be really helpful. See what we can find. I like this too because this is my idea of kind of a cozy or chill game. I've been trying to find a few more of those recently because I've noticed over the course of the past few months especially that a lot of the games that I typically play, even the ones that I use to typically relax, are still like high-octane, stressful, competitive sort of games that are not actually very relaxing. Think like sweaty Halo Infinite games. Think like Mario Kart, which I very much make a non-relaxing experience. And I just kind of want lower stress games in my life. So that's part of what this quest has been about, is to try to find, you know, games that are a little more zen, a little more chill, a little less, you know, everyone's shooting each other in first, last, 8th place, you know, whatever. So Dave the Diver has really filled that void. And, you know, as certain areas of your life get more stressful, where, you know, maybe work is getting frustrating, or you know, just have more adulting to do and responsibilities pile up. You just need a way to disconnect and get away from the stressors in general. Instead of even though it might be fun, and don't get me wrong, Mario Kart is still, of course, very fun, and Halo's all fun, and I'm not, like, throwing those away. But you kind of have to regulate a little bit, I'm finding, where candidly, I'm a little bit happier and a little bit less high-strung all the time and you know, angry and stressful now that I'm not just playing all of these competitive multiplayer games all the time. And that's nice. Maybe that's a little detrimental to the channel too, because I know y'all love a good bit of Lou rage, but and every so often we indulge, right? Mario Kart's honestly probably overdue for a stream, right? Maybe next week. But what I'm getting at is the variety is really nice, and having the chance to have those lower stress games in my orbit with more regularity has been really, really nice. That'll cost you, bud. The controller differentiation is really messing me up. You mean you don't like being blue shelled? I mean, we got to the point where I would have on camera the blue shell and the red shell on the bullshit counter. So when we used to do kart streams, I would have two separate counters up on screen. One was the bullshit counter, which basically just denoted any kind of stupid item luck or bad hit with like a red shell or a banana that I didn't see, or like a snipe that would come my way. And then we had a dedicated red shell counter for all the times that I would front run and get wrecked at the last second on lap 3 by triple reds that I couldn't defend. That kind of deal. So for as fun as that is, we have had some nights where kart has really gotten me going. And not in a good way. So I will admit, it has been nice to start finding some of those, not even just cozy games, but more low stakes. Oh, God. Well, I gotta throw a bunch of stuff out now because I don't stand a chance of getting away from this thing if I don't. So I gotta dump a lot of things here. Let's dump this, and I'm still over. Jeez, I'm losing all of this. That stupid shark just came out of nowhere, and now I gotta dump a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on. Run away, run away, run away. Good thing I had that scooter. That worked out really well, actually. I can get my Barracuda back. So to that end then, chat, you know, some of what I've been playing recently to venture into this brave new world. Dave the Diver's 1, and this has been an awesome kind of chill, low-stakes, recreational game to sink my teeth into. Normally it would be something like Pokemon, but even Pokemon, you know, I treat really competitively. So that's not exactly the answer. But this has definitely been one, and honestly, you know what the other one has been? I might have played it once or twice, you know, on stream, but EA Sports PGA Tour was the other one. And Sarah will tell you, I play that all the time, especially on weekends. One of my favorite things to do is if she's sleeping in, I will get up, I'll kind of do some housework, I'll clean up, I'll get some morning chores done. And then I will just play PGA Tour for like the late morning into the early afternoon, and then probably the last few times we've been home on like a weekend morning, she's gotten up and I've been playing PGA Tour. So it's great. You just sort of nestle into some of those. That's my cozy game, probably. PGA Tour is very, very relaxing for me. So it's been nice to kind of explore that. And then even things like Kama-Eru, where I wouldn't normally play a game like that, I'm really drawn to it. And there's a lot of value, at least that I find, in having something so deliberately slow-paced and relaxing and low stakes to enjoy. You know, especially as, like I said, work gets complicated and frustrating, and you know, just really need other ways to kind of decompress and relax from your normal day-to-day. It's a great way to do it. And it's been really fun to start exploring those genres and those areas of the industry that I maybe wasn't as attuned to before. It's really cool. That's the other joy of doing work for this channel too. You get to explore maybe different genres of games and cover different, you know, publishers and developers than you would normally gravitate toward. Like, would I have ever really played Kama-Eru if we didn't discover it at PAX? Probably not. Would those sorts of things are really exciting. And it's nice to be able to broaden your horizons in such a deliberate kind of way. So it's fun. I am way too full. How over the limit am I? That's pretty good. That's kind of nice. So I'm curious now, chat, with that in mind, you know, what are some of your go-to cozy or relaxing games? Do you explicitly play? And I was going to say, it's to the point where, like, I've even considered picking up something like Animal Crossing. Spoiler alert, I've never played an Animal Crossing game before. But Sarah is super into New Horizons, especially, and has gotten a lot of mileage out of that over the years. So that's even something I'm considering. So my question to you now, chat, as we go into... That was our longest dive to date. That's really good. What's your cozy game of choice? How do you decompress and relax with something low stakes and chill? Looking for recommendations, but also just curious to know your own thoughts. And it doesn't have to be a cozy game necessarily, but how do you decompress? What do you do? Animal Crossing and Kirby games were definitely some for me. That's a good choice. I will say, we got a fair bit of the way through Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and I was loving it. That is an awesome game. This is Yui from Star the Chef. Ooh. We have with us the legendary sushi expert, Vincent Yamaoka. Oh my goodness. How would you define sushi? rice, vinegar, wasabi, and the fish that goes on top. However, simple does not mean easy. Listen! It's a very exact science. What do you think of the exotic sushi that we're famous for? Verified ingredients. To dare to use new ones, that shows a lack of respect. Oh my goodness. You once criticized California rolls as not being real sushi, which I get. Oh boy, here we go. He's quite reticent. That means he only speaks through his good. The writing's pretty funny. Bring me something to surprise me. He left the menu for the chef to decide. I can't just sit by and listen to your prejudiced thinking. Give me 2 days. Ooh, okay. So there's a fun objective. But now we have Jellyfish Party here. So they're even in the background. That's fun. Helldivers, Jesus. Seriously though, PvE like firefight or Helldivers I love, right? I mean, Firefight in Halo was a great way for us to kind of decompress too, right? PvE in general was good. Low pressure, because not PvE. Where Godzilla? He's coming. He had a really long flight over. Even he wants a Monster First podcast. Tell you what, if we ever do bring the podcast back, which is likely, I mean, as we keep cranking out content for y'all, we will do the podcast. Probably, hopefully with some regularity at some point. And that will be top of the list, I promise. Even if it's just for the memes, even if it doesn't actually matter if we do it or not, it will happen someday. And that will be like our Great White Buffalo. And once we finally do it, it'll be like Inigo Montoya. Now that, you know, I've been in the revenge business so long, now I don't know what to do with the rest of my life. It'll be that kind of deal. They can be harvested in the limestone cave about 100 meters down. We've been there. Okay. So we'll do that later. You have 2 more movies since the last time you recorded an episode. We're just going to make it really hard on ourselves, I think. And that's the rule. So we have most of the stuff already. We just need a different jellyfish. Okay. Ingredients. I don't have enough Artisan's Flame for that. Let's build the menu. All right, so top of the list here is going to be the jellyfish. We've only got 5. So that'll have to do. Because what, it was Godzilla -1, and what was the other one? Ooh, this is good. So white trevally, kelp, and soy sauce is what we need for this. I'm not gonna enhance it, but that gives us some really serious... Wow. I gotta remember this. White trevally... Kombu Ochazuke? Ochazuke? This is not the channel you come to for pronunciation, guys. That's for damn sure. Oh, we have so much... We have so much of the long-nose meat. Honestly, we could probably just fill the menu with that. $10 sounds good. We have the shark head. Can we enhance it? No. We need 3 shark head separately. That's just agar and soy sauce. The soy sauce is a really hot commodity. We gotta pay attention while we're down there to find more of it. The white trevally is a pretty good choice, and we've got a lot of it, so let's get about 6 in there. The mackerel is nice. Really wanna... I want to enhance it, but then I can't sell it. I mean, it'll be really good for next time, so we'll put it that way. I think that was worth it. So if we ever do get around to making that again, that is going to explode in price. Absolutely explode. So to make up for that, we're gonna do the shark head, since everyone loves the shark head, and that's like 10, 15, 20, 26. Let's do 30 and change here. can't enhance it anymore. People really like that. That should be enough, right? And then we have menu slots in case it's not. Let's do it, yeah? Let's do it. These sharp knives are more like it. All right. You know what? I might be able to upgrade the staff a little bit too. Training. Nice. They can all start unlocking. Well, they can. Oh, I would love if they can serve drink. That would take a little pressure off me. So one more level up for all these characters, and they can have their specific skill unlocked. Where did they go? Oh, come back. Don't leave me. So, you know, for example, another one, pie. Cooking ability will increase permanently, and that's huge because they're in the kitchen, so I really like that. How much to train them? 215? Can't do that yet. So they'll have the experience of increasing the number of plates, 5% chance of... Okay, 5% chance. Okay, so that's all good to know for next time. All right, here we go. It's sushi time. Gotta pour. Damn. Alright, so these are all the jelly stands here. So I'm expecting that to fly off the menu. It's already almost gone. There you go. Gotta get here early. The specials go quick around these parts. Dish. It was such a beautiful meal that suits me nicely. You're so welcome. Oh, someone needs drink. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm the only one who has the tea secrets. I have the tea-crits. I will spill the tea just for you. Oh, tell me there's more people coming. The menu's huge tonight. It doesn't make sense. I brought so much stuff on board this time, and we barely made a dent in the menu. Was it the jellyfish thing? Did they want more jellyfish? That's too bad. That's a lot of expensive food down the drain, but that's okay. So how much did we make? Still not terrible. Didn't really cater enough to the jelly crowd, did we? We really needed to build that up over multiple times. The sea people, the mermen are back. They know we've been here. They're not happy. Oh, God. I hate when the hentai come for you. It's just... It's disturbing. You never know when it's going to happen. You're just constantly on edge. The hentai is coming. The hentai is coming. Oh, here's demanding bastard. Yes. Yes. Give me the good news first. I studied the bracelet you bought me. It was from the... You brought me. You bought this with stealth and stealing. The bracelet is imbued with a mysterious power. I get to wear it. To avoid the sea people curse for him, of course. Oh my God. Mystical. Ooh! Survive for a certain period after running out of oxygen. That would have been great all night tonight. What, does he have just like an emergency third lung sac? Strong signal in the ocean depths. Ooh. It's a conduit to a sea people site. Plot is great. We love a good plot. There we go. You'll need a deep sea headlamp. Deliveries have stopped right now, so getting one is out of the question. Maybe Duff will have one. It's a good idea. Okay. Well, now we know. Lots going on here. It's a much bigger and more elaborate game than you might realize. I forget how much it costs. What is it, like 20, 30 bucks? But it is, this game is really filled with a lot of stuff to do. So it's, you certainly get your money's worth. And unfortunately, I think that's where we're going to have to stop for the time being. It's a little over 2 hours here tonight, and I do need to get scooting. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming exclusively on Twitch and YouTube. Nice little detour with Dave the Diver here tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll get back to some more Angie content next week. Maybe something like Mario Kart or Halo might be nice. Maybe a good little Halo night. Some firefight, some MCC even. What do you think? Twitch is still down. I turned it off for it. Yeah, I just apparently, so it was triaged a little bit. It wasn't displaying for streams for whatever reason, but the VOD apparently, if you go back, has the whole hour plus that it was up. So I don't know what the hell Twitch was doing, but we can safely deduce that it was not us. So I blame Twitch. No, I took the Twitch offline like 45 minutes ago. So we'll sort that out. Hopefully it's better next week. It was really weird. Never had that happen before, but here we are. So maybe something like Mario Kart or Halo next week. Let me know what y'all want to see in the Discord if you're so inclined. It's !Discord to get on in there if you'd like. Keep up with us, interact with all us crazy folks. The community's fun. We don't bite, we promise. GG, thank you. Thank you so much. And keep an eye out for more content. We're going to have some more shorts related to Kama Eru and probably interview snippets going up over the next couple of days to kind of round out our launch coverage of that game. And you'll probably have a new review up by the weekend. So get ready for that. Again, it is one from the PS2, GameCube, original Xbox era, and it's about 20 years old as of this year. So get ready for one of my favorite games from that generation. It's kind of a hidden gem at this point because it's never been re-released or remastered or made available on any other platform other than what it originally launched on. So maybe that narrows it down a little bit. See if you can guess what it is. Put some guesses in the Discord if you're so inclined. I don't know. It's boost engagement. So that'll hopefully be ready for you by Friday, and we'll give it a go. Otherwise, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll be back streaming for you next week, and we'll have more content for you all week long, and then I got to get stuff ready for next week. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming again exclusively on, well, YouTube now, but in theory, Twitch and YouTube. I'm Luam Cheatspeak. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Catch you back here real soon.